What's going on, everybody? Justin here. Yeah, I'm here today to talk about three things. So I thought, what better way than to talk about three bassists that have inspired my playing and my will to be a bassist. So yeah, let's just get right into it here. So number one has to be, hands down, my all-time favorite bassist, Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath. He's done it all. He's a lyricist, he plays a mean bass, and just, yeah, I don't know. His bass grooves and his sound and just the way he crafted, hard rock and metal, it's just astounding, and he's just so great compliment to Tony Iommi. So yeah, that would be just an inspiring person for me. He lifted hard rock to the forefront with his bandmates. And just a beast on the stage as well. Second pick for bassists would have to be Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. Also a lyricist. He's just got great texts and lyrics and themes in his writing. And he's a damn good bass player as well. I don't know if you've listened to stuff like Time from Dark Side of the Moon, and that bass line and that, it's pretty good stuff. One of These Days, just a bass-driven, fun song. And yeah, he was just an overall inspiration as to getting involved with kind of deeper issues like politics and stuff like that. My favorite album of all time is basically a political record, which is Animals. And that eventually led to The Wall. So yeah, Roger Waters, Pink Floyd, also a great compliment to his bandmate and David Gilmour. And finally, the third bass player. This one's probably going to be a bit surprising to a lot of people, but yeah, my third favorite bass player is Dee Ramone from the Ramones. I loved the Ramones growing up as a kid. Just the attitude and just the unstable nature of the band was just something that I thought was brilliant. And listening to live albums that have like 32 songs and it's just an hour long, it's pretty impressive. So Dee Dee was just I don't know, he was just like a really weird guy. He had just this tragic backstory, and he was a total badass. He made a few weird decisions, like going into rap and stuff in the early 90s, but overall his tenure in the Ramones is quite important. He also wrote the lyrics to a lot of the songs, a lot of the big hits as well. He also sang in the bands from time to time. His songs they weren't pretty, but they were pretty, just pungent, strong, dirty punk rock. That was what he was about. He was an urchin from the streets of New York. So definitely just one of my top three bass players. And I really like, going into like the bass player theme and stuff like that, because a lot of the bass players in hard rock and stuff, they're writing the lyrics as well and coming up with themes and concepts. It's not just Geezer, Dee Dee, and Roger Waters. You got even big guns like Lemmy, and you got Les Claypool, stuff like that. Bass players are an integral part of the band, and I think that these three bass players actually contributed to rock and hard rock and heavy metal and punk. They were a big staple in those genres. So those are my three favorite bass players.